Alright, hey everybody, it's AntagonistKim, and we're back with more Disco Elysium. So, last episode we talked to, I believe his name is Morel, the cryptozoologist. We sent him back to his wife Lena, who was worried about him. We agreed to help him check out the rest of his cryptid traps to see if the, ooh, what is it called? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah, right here. Well, it doesn't say what the creature was called, but we need to investigate these traps. We already checked one. I think over by the church there's one. I'm not sure this other one. He says northeast field of the Feld building, which was the one we just came from. So I might need to go back over there again, but yeah, check the traps set up at the camp. Oh, we need to go back when he's left, I think, for this. We talked to all the young ravers in the tent. They're trying to start a nightclub in the church. And Estelle, who's one of their associates, said that she saw some type of shadow crabman creature that we are going to try to investigate and see what's going on. But they're also mentioning seeing a woman go into the church. Now, she's dressed like what Estelle said, like dressed like an old person would dress, even though she looks young. So I don't know if I mean, I don't want to say Madame Monsieur is old, but she's, you know, she does dress very for her age. So maybe they're talking about her, because I know at some point in time the madam said that she went over in this area and interrogated some teenagers, which is how she got the intel about the grape that the mercenary did, and that's why he got hung. So lots of things to unwrap, but first off, we're going to check out the church, which I believe is this. And for visual purposes, just across this way is where the kids are in the we'll call it the disco camp. Why can't I pick up this money? That is what I'd like to know. I don't know. So anyway, let's go. We're gonna do a little walk around the church area first. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Okay. See what this says? The sign says St. Brune, 1147. Okay. An altar shrouded in the dark or something like that. It's just too dark to tell. There's some money right there. I will take it. Okay, anything else I'm missing here? I know I said I would or wouldn't, but I just want to walk up this little back spot real quick. Oh, so this is kind of the back end of the other spot that we thought we could reach. Hold on. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. This building before you housed the engine must have been a big one. Okay. Let's do the church first. Hold on. I said I'd do the church first. We'll investigate this in a second. We already kind of walked up there. There's a lot of spots that we couldn't reach. I'm hoping I can reach the other side of it from there, maybe. That'd be nice.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Okay, inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Let's run our hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Okay, let's take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's look at the sticker.
You
Why not?
see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Okay, now what... It's funny, we're talking to the church doors,
Is
but...
this enough, or did you want more?
Hey, Jawa. No, this should be okay.
Enough coffee?
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm just bringing Kimmy Wimmy some coffee. From below deck. See ya.
Alright, thank you. Okay. So, what church door's trying to say about this sticker, okay? It's a very familiar sticker. Don't want to age myself here, but kind of millennial era anarchy type sticker. Have actually seen this sticker in this game, for believe it or not. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the last episode when we were talking to the ravers in the tent, the bottom of the tent, there's like a table there with something partially covering the sticker, but there is a sticker there. And the sticker is the smiling dead man, yellow sticker. So that's always interesting to know. Anyway.
There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern? Have you seen this symbol before? Point to it. Take another look at the padlock. Why is it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Alright, and Kim, have you seen the symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does that look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is junior delinquency in your opinion? What is suggestive of junior delinquency here? No, what would you say is your definition of junior delinquency?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
Puts the handkerchief back in his pocket. What is so suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern, but does the cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
I mean, our interface is high. Let's try to peel off the sticker without ripping it, baby.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Okay, let's put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger, right on the cover. Shake it off your throne and throw it in the wind. Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. So the irony of this is that it's the last entry, if I remember right, was us doing the autopsy report, right? So let's put it there.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Nice. That's the irony of that sticker, us running into it, y'all. Let's open the padlock with the key. The young kids in the tent, they locked us up because they didn't want any quote-unquote drug users and other people to get in, or the ghost, or whatever they're afraid of. Unironically enough, the rave they want to open would attract those type of users. But anyway, open the padlock.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
All right, let's pull on the door, baby.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
Uh-oh, the feeling of, I don't know, being watched, which is what the young people were so upset about. So they went in here, and they're like, there's some other feeling in there that someone or something is watching them.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
Boy. Ooh. That's really pretty, actually. The mural there. A A strange stillness fills you to look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay. I guess let's start from this side. What is this? More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles, no. It looks intentional, some long-forgotten style. Okay. Ooh, but you know what would be good in here? Hold on. Let's use the flashlight. Nice. This grotesque wooden figure looks half-finished. It feels like it's trying to become one with the church. Okay, creepy. The figure was added later. It's not part of the original framework of the church. Okay. I love the music in here. So creepy and foreboding. Let's walk back over to this spot. Was there anything we missed because we didn't have the light? We need to remember to take out this light when it's dark, guys. Okay, there's some type of stuff here. What is this? The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio's frequencies. Okay. A lot of books on the ground. Is there anything we can touch or grab? Oh, these are the bowls of water with the wires going into them. Okay, this is what the teenager Noid was talking about when they walked in here. There's a bunch of the weird things that he was like, is some weird shit in there. I mean, it definitely looks weird. I don't know what they could be planning. Okay. A figure drawn in the frost of the window depicting a deer. Okay. Frost has drawn flowers on the grass, on the glass, obscuring the view. Ooh. Mesk banger silk scarf. Ups our pain threshold. That's actually kind of nice. Okay. Very nice. Alright. We'll put it on. Where does this go? Ooh, it's red though. Why is, so is this like a quest item? Bangers don't cry. This huge red scarf is still dusty from laying around the church. The subtle red on orange embroidery embellishes it with a cocky roosters and mesk floral motifs. Okay, now last time we did give the girl our hat. We probably should have been wearing this. But that's okay. We felt bad for her because she was, she looked cold outside, so I gave her my hat. Did it get rid of our molar hat? It did, but that's okay. We'll wear this really nice scarf instead. To keep ourselves warm. Oh, these are stairs. I was like, what on earth? A cracked pane of glass. Colorful. Okay. More of these. A spider has spun a web around its wood-carved pillar. Interesting. Ooh, hello. Mesk bangers, red brogues. Let's take them. And some freaking money, baby. Yeah. How are these compared to our perfectly sized crocodile boots? Oh, we're wearing the fancy boots. Perception. Composure, but no savoir-faire. Empathy. We're looking real snazzy, huh? Okay, okay, okay. I'll take it. Yes, it is like the other machine. Guys, the other machine that I was talking about in the, Can we go up in here, actually? No. Interesting. That machine over there is, in fact, the radio wave thing I was thinking about.
Silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can, stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
We yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Kim, what's going on in here?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
See, even he's like, what the hell's going on? Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I never experienced anything like this. I can't hear shit.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
So even like we're feeling it. So the kids weren't like alone in what they were feeling. The young kids outside in the tent, the ravers. I mean, they're saying something is kind of like weird. I mean, I almost want to say it was Noid. Noid was like, it's silent but not silent, which is exactly what we're experiencing right now, huh?
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
This church specifically does not want it to be a rave party. Maybe they want to discourage singing and dancing. Hey, what if it's paranatural? It's probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Ooh, 17% chance this cannot be retried. Perception check, huh? Oops. Where's our perception at? I thought we had another point we could use. Oh. Well then, we must have used it up then. Do we? What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore. Relax. It'll be okay.
Damn, it's gonna force me to do this. Guys, 17% chance. I don't know. Let's try it. Damn, dude.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
I was wondering if just because like we couldn't see it, if we will see like that weird crab man thing that they saw. Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin. What's the darkness like? 2, try to make out something, anything, blank. What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Try to make out something, anything?
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
He follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you're trying to see. Blank. Oh, God. Ooh!
You see something hanging from the rafters,
Oh,
looking
boy.
straight at you with dark eyes.
Creepy. Wait. Tiago? Hold on. Holy shit, the crab bro is real.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Ooh, creepy. Do we want to just talk to this thing right here and now? Hold on. I want to look at the water thing real quick. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? Oh my god. Kim's gonna freak out, that's for sure, if I talk to this dude. Let's go for it. Let's talk to this thing. Holy cow.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You can.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Riverdale.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to cut that off. At the beginning part, he said, but don't worry, everything's going to be all right. You come to the right place. Okay. That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk, and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos speaking Mesks in Ravachol. Okay. The right place for what exactly?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Okay.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
So you're not, like, freaked out by this random-ass dude in the rafters, Kim?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
That is true. How does this Tiago person know about our drinking problem? Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem and it's been getting out of hand lately, but I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know about alcohol. Well, we do know about it, but we're not going to talk to you about this guy.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Okay, fine, I'm struggling, but don't need to be lectured. I know what I need to do. You don't know me. You don't know what it's like. There's something white pursuing me, white and very sad. This conversation is making me uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else. I mean, this guy doesn't really need to know about us, does he? Let's just continue.
I know it's hard to admit that you have a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look at the damage Albino was doing to my mind and my spirit.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Kim, you literally just said he's probably a habitual drug user. Now you're agreeing with him? Hot dang. Okay. Option 1. For some reason, I feel like you have a point there. Why do you, who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of Islamistic property. Okay. Alright, well, Kim, I get it. You know, you have a point.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Okay, so like a religious zealot. So the Church of Silence. So they're probably calling it that because of the weird, like, architectural structure of the church, making it perpetually silent, right? You must be the crab man. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you. Okay, then thanks. You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
I mean, to be fair, it's really more like a spider. You're not a crab, then what are you? Sorry. You just weren't moving like a human. Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with the name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
So wait, did you also carve those sculptures? What were you before you became the crab man? Okay, so hold on, wait. So were you the one that took care of that made those sculptures then?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
So Kim mentioned habitual drug user. Was he like if I remember right, the teens did say that they thought he looked like a masked thug, like a gangster, right? So maybe he's using this persona in the church, following the Church of Silence. You know, you taking woodworking into his repertoire because he's trying to escape the gang life. Maybe. Let's see what our choices are. Conceptualization says, all right, let's consider the context and meaning here. 1, I see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church or perhaps with the mother herself. Rub your chin. You've got some nice curves going there. Squint the eyes. These seem a tad derivative. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Honestly, I don't get it. All these figures look half finished. I mean, they aren't finished, but I mean, he definitely tried we kind of had a little look. They kind of tried to blend in, make it like the style with the church.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink
Save
it.
5 art cop lines. El Capo de Art. That's funny. That I got an achievement. I don't know if you guys just saw that or not. It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. What were you before you were the crab man and a wood carver?
I was in a gangway.
Yep.
But my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Shake your head. So many people losing their memory, a certain portent of doom. I mean, we did lose our memory. I lost my memory too, and it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember it? That sounds convenient. I mean, it does sound convenient. Do we want to go logic here? Or do we want to, This is definitely sarcasm of the top one. I mean, our memory loss does haunt us currently right now. Especially with our ex-wife is concerned. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start from scratch. I mean, honestly, it haunts us.
No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Okay, my name is Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting. My name's Harrier Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant Double Yefritter. I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is. Let's try to be nice to him. We won't be weird about it. Well, do we? I mean, he's trying to assert control.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He sounds melancholy saying this. His limbs are a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you actually doing here, then?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'd be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Okay, if you're talking about the saucers on the ground, they are connected to electrical wires. I would not do that. Who's this mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Ese. She is one who can be painted or sculpted.
Okay.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
So what will happen once you drink from the perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
We do. So you're sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I mean, faith is kind of a drug. It can be. I guess you have a point. Proceed. Let's agree to disagree. Proceed. I was being insensitive. Sorry, let's move on. I mean, faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it. I mean, true, because we're kind of something, whether it's the stuff in our ledger, the letters from our, what I assume, ex-wife and stuff, put us in a direction, right? I guess you have a point. Let's agree to disagree. I was being insensitive. I think it was love, and that's what I'm hungover from.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Well, let's just agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still don't understand what
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Okay, he said it twice. That's why I stopped and like, wait, did I... I'm not trying to cut him off here. I still don't understand what you're doing in the church. How did you even find this place, this church? Are these yours? Show him a scarf and shoes you found lying around? Right, I have other questions. I still don't understand what you're doing here, though.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me? Sing for me something? It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence. Singing is good. We should all sing a bit more. Isn't this for the mother of silence, though?
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Okay. How'd you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
Are these yours? Show him the scarf and shoes I'm now currently wearing.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
Right, I was just saying that earlier. We're looking pretty snazzy. All right, we have another question.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Okay, some ravers want to turn your place into a nightclub. How do you feel about that?
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have reason to be afraid of you? So do you think so what do you think about the nightclub, that is? I trust you won't get in the way of some enterprising youth. Their business looks promising. Turning a church into a nightclub, I have to say it's kind of a great idea. You should support it. Is there a reason why these kids should be afraid of you?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Okay, so what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Damn, so this Tiago's all for the nightclub, so these guys might have their chance.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Okay, so do you know where the other spooker is? Points to the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Wait, so there's another person living in the church and is Vieta? Thanks, right. I'll see if I can find her some other way. So wait, there's another person living in the church?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
So you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs. Okay.
Why does art inspire you so much?
Oh, because I chose so many artistic options. It does, yes, but what is art? No, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I doing this? It does, yeah. But what is art really to anybody, right?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world, I mean?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Architecture is art. Hold on, is architecture also art? I guess I have been feeling critical lately. That's stupid. Architecture's stupid. No, we'll ask. I mean, in real life, I think architecture is art, for sure. Otherwise, every building would look the same, right? They would just be the same exact building, photocopied everywhere, right? At least I feel like that. All the buildings would look exactly the same, but a lot of buildings look totally different based off of, well, the era and the style when it was built, so.
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Oh, stop it. Conceptualization. Wait, what about music? Is it art? I guess I have been feeling critical lately. I have a feeling he's going to find every way to say certain things aren't art. And I don't know if that's just like a personal opinion from the creator, I guess, but... Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
I mean, I guess I have been feeling a bit critical lately.
Yes. You seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished? Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed for me to free from rote repetition, so be it. But wait, don't I need to be 100% cop to get the case finished?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Chimichangas. Okay. Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. No, I cannot risk another capo diversion at this point. Go away. I mean, we've opted out of a lot of these things, so I don't know how that's going to shape up for us in the end, but how much will this interrupt our way of solving this? We'll opt out. I know what you're saying, guys. Well, I mean, in real life, I am an artist, so I don't know. Oh, God. Okay, so if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. I mean, I'm already kind of picking artsy choices, but this is probably gonna screw me over. We'll opt in.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Jeez. Okay, so we opened up some other kind of thing here. Oh, we can do another level up. So, I want to wait. I think I want to use it in this so I don't cut myself while shaving. I know what you're thinking. Oh, actual art degree. This is what I have. No joke. Yeah, it's another capo type. The worst one, the most savage and brutal, the art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. So you have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works of visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay. Well, weird crab, bro. Appreciate you giving us the info there. We kind of looked over here. We don't have anything else that we gotta worry about. So it's just this section up here. I wonder if this is where we can find the other art tape. And actually, did we bring the other art tape with us? We didn't, did we? What is this? 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. This? A portable Harman Wowshi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Okay. We can't use it. Someone siphoning electrical current from outside into the antenna.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial district. It does.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Will an alarm actually go off? We should really look at it. A step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Let's look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
So this is like the lady from before.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
I looked inside the core, but the tape of the filament log just says February through March. Fortress accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brun, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I looked inside the core, but the tape of the filament just said log, February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, let's ask Tiago real quick, see if he has overheard this lady or person say the password. And then we'll go out that broken glass real quick. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
That's funny. Hey, have you by any chance heard the grandma say the password to the radio computer?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of course. Just tell me what the password is. Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez. Honestly, I just want to break into this radio computer. Let's try it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it. I think we're done here, essay.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
He's gone now, so I guess it's a good thing we talked about every single option with him, right? Okay, let's try this one more time. We were able to break into the other one because we didn't know the password. And the password may not be the same for the other one.
Is still illuminated. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye, votre accident.
She says as her voice disappears into the whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
All right, we're going to press print. We didn't able to do it for the next one. Let's see what happens.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Let's read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
His eyes wander the various machines around him. Let's read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on the wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
So all these guys up here, like the Sulislaw, sounds like they're associated with that board game thing, which was what this other computer was used for?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Okay, artist, programmers, Lexi, who are these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
See?
The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be her former co-workers.
Nice, let's read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Hey, Kim's in, baby. I'm in too. Let's read the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right towards the silence. Yeah, right? The weird thing going on in here. Read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be, though? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Interesting. Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
Yeah, I must be talking about Estelle. Estelle is the girl that was there.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That was me. I was the one who broke the radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine.
No. It was a great idea.
Right?
You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Okay, the 10th entry. Let's go.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Oh shit.
A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
She's gonna be spicy about it.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure you I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into your computer. I'm using it to access coalition military data banks. We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead searching for my lost identity. I mean, technically we're here for the venue organizers, but...
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Okay. So when is that gonna be?
What is it?
Hey, are you the lead programmer for the Rural Untethered by any chance? Sorry, but who are you and what are you doing here? Yeah, sorry, but who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Soona Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Have you seen the Crab Man? Why are there so many machines in this place? What are you doing in this abandoned church? How do you feel about the music? Have you seen the Crab Man?
No.
But you know he's around?
Yes.
But has he's seen you? He must have seen you. It sounds like you're not worried about him at all. Well, he's seen you.
And
the Crab Man has seen you. Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
I don't care. I don't care about crabmen.
She barely looks up and is now tinkering with the machine. Oh, why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why'd you need the antenna?
I use the AR1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
RAIN Prefect, what's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna, that's processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
No, I'm a master circuit bender. I know everything. Not really. I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Wait, what's on air? And the AR-1, is that a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
So what are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
On what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
Isn't your Ream Prefect radio computer made exclusively for government use? What about those bowls with water over there? I mean, yeah, Kim said it. This is mainly a government use computer. Why do you need it?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And you work for the government? So why do you have it? Or do you work for them?
No, I don't.
Why do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards. So I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a Reim prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see Ream prefects in every police department, for example.
So how'd you get your hands on this one?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade Reim Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic, so it's kind of a ripoff. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
What are the bowls of water over there for?
They are connected to my Reim Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Right, I'll try not to touch them.
Great.
But what are you actually doing in the abandoned church, though?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There's a hint of amusement behind her tired eyes. I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions. You're occupying a public space. I need to know what you're doing here. There have been complaints from your neighbors. I don't know. I'm a police officer, so it's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what?
Right?
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to your data loss in the journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
So a hole in the world? What exactly does that mean?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Okay.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for you to answer.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it? I don't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. I don't know. I'm not here for some science. I just want to solve a murder so I can go home. Hold on a moment. So what you're saying is that we're living in a world that has holes in it?
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I mean, I can't really understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. Oh. It's funny, I should have turned off the notifications, but Prince Hades, if you watch this later, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate it. I don't know if you guys will see that in the recording. You might. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll do option 1.
You measure it by its surroundings. By that which does exist. Which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ritual. Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch-black heights above, but without much success.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
Interesting.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
Well, I mean, this is where the Crabman lives, obviously.
I know.
You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible for the Pillar of Silence?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said your research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Okay.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I need to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, about that 2mm hole again. I mean, it's still open like we didn't ask it. I just want to see.
The Swallow, you mean? What about it?
Sorry.
Great. Thanks.
About to say it wasn't blacked out there. How do you feel about the hypnotic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened, like actually listened to it? What are you, 40? It's the future of dance music. Same here, it just doesn't connect here. Tap on your heart like disco does anyway. Okay, wow, that was quick. Why do you hate it? Yeah, but have you actually listened to it, though? It does have a vibe, you know?
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls a face that's absolutely scathing. Okay.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how would you feel about a club for hypnotic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
Okay, so what do you think they want to build here, then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice, a petting zoo, a place for animals, maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for hypnotic music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
That's funny. Right, well, I'll let you work at peace now. That's all well and good. Can we go through here? What is this?
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel?
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes first. Or look up. Let's look up.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
So what do you think she feels about us? It's compassion, it's remorse, it's mourning, it's not possible to live. I'm gonna say she probably feels some kind of compassion, right? Like, when you think about like a godlike figure, most of the time it's to help. So let's see.
As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
This is Dolores Day?
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know, Kim?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Setsa, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned, Kim?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted the raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
Damn.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here. I guess I could have been here. I don't really remember being here.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing. Better to forget about it, I guess. I mean, we should find out if I was here and what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Stroke your chin first. I didn't think you were spiritual. I don't like her. She looks like a lever. We'll just stroke our beard.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual, Kim.
It's not spiritual. It's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Encyclopedia, how did I know this is the mother of humanism? Reconstruct the cracked glass? I mean, do we have to pick one or the other? Can we do both of these? I'd rather reconstruct the glass if we can make it happen. Let's do the glass.
A jigsaw of broken
Nice.
shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic? Who is the older woman? The motto, what does it say? Step back. Who shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who's this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, Worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau. After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking, a tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Lieutenant, this used to say life after death. No, after life, death after.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
What's the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Cool, not very feminine. I like the other one better. I like this puts the fear back. Oh my god, no. I kind of like the other one better.
So do I.
Step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Okay, we can do both checks. Let's just do this one for Encyclopedia for 5.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
So wait, what exactly is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocent rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is there one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule? What else do I know about her? I want more. Was there something terrifying about her? To hell with this. Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed.
Where is this coming from? Right, better not go poking any further. Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, A court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
I mean, that's all pretty impressive considering she doesn't look that old.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Riel Belt.
I want more. Was there something terrifying about her? I mean, that's a good question. Let's try that one.
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
You're right. Time to heed the warning. No. Was there something bad about her I want to know? I have a feeling this is connecting to our wife, and I really don't want to pass out again. We'll heed the warning.
Good. Now back out of this corner of your mind by choosing the bottom option.
Right?
To hell with this.
Yeah.
You've been standing here long enough. But she was not hell. She is the opposite of that.
Obviously.
The wind of paradise, stripping away the covers from the hearts of men. There you stand, below her once more, with your hands on your side, momentarily at a loss as what to do with yourself.
And we turn away. All right, guys, we're going to end it here. And it autosaved. Perfect. Okay. Guys, when we come back, I'm going to see if it lets us actually walk through this or if it's just only to view the stained glass. But we'll investigate the back end and that little bunker thing in the back next episode and look at the rest of the town and see what else we can find. We still have to unlock some of the other traps and things. I'm not sure what opened up here. Oh, we need to talk to the Ravers again because Soona's said that we shouldn't believe that they actually want to start a nightclub. So, yeah, guys, as always, I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.